What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? Coming back at you, man. Old True gonna do a little double duty tonight, man. Just got off with Mike and Kill. Had a good topic going on. But you know what, tonight, man, we're gonna have some fun with it, man. But I'm gonna need some participation now. If ain't nobody gonna be on here, and I ain't got no talent, I can't do it by myself. But the question of the night is, hey, 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 when I ask this question, when everybody make sure you take your feelings out of it now. Take your feelings out of it and answer the question sensibly. What's happening? What's happening? Who are that? Goddamn, you know I ain't got them glasses on now. You talking about who that? Oh, Sonya, what's going on? The question for the night is, Sonya, you might well come on here with me. But the question of the night is Matt Ryan a first ballot Hall of Famer? See what I try to run down. What's happening? What is happening? What is happening? We up here talking about is Matt Ryan a first ballot Hall of Fame? I think he is. I think he is. Got a guy who tied for 10th in wins. I think he's like ninth in passing yardage. Uh, I think he like seventh or eighth in touchdowns. Um, fourth all time in come from behind victories. MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think they should get him. That's to me that's first ballot Hall of Fame numbers. 10 consecutive years of 4,000 yards passing. Nobody's done that. Nobody. Back to the come from behind victories. Fourth all time since 1960. I think he might have just dropped the fifth. I think Stafford might have passed. Stafford putting up some first ballot Hall of Fame numbers for UGA fans. But the sad thing about it is 9 times out of 10, Ryan gonna get screwed and not be first ballot Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. That's just my personal opinion on it. And that's one I damn sure hope I'm wrong on. But I think he gonna get screwed and not put first ballot Hall of Fame. I want to say this. February 4th, 2017, gonna really play a part in what and if Ryan is first, he probably ain't gonna if he don't go first ballot, he should probably he gonna probably definitely go his the next year afterwards. He'll probably go definitely the next year afterwards. But I'm saying he's first ballot. A lot of folks gonna got there hold that Super Bowl over his head, but that Super Bowl can either help him, it can help him just as much as it hurt him. Because when folks who don't know anything about Matt Ryan, if the first thing they hear about it that Super Bowl, then they're gonna go look up at it. They're gonna go look up his numbers. And once you see his numbers, you know a lot of emotional fans will say that a lot of emotional fans who just simply didn't care for the man too tough or still caught up in the era with our, you know, former quarterback. By the way, shout out to Mike Vick. You know, after all the bullshit that went down, once he got out of prison, which I know I thought it was complete fuck shit that he had to go to prison off of. No way he should have been in prison off that. Uh, um, After that, he became a very good football player, and then wound up being a better man for his wife, and his kids. All that shit there. And he now the current head coach in Norfolk State. I just want to throw that out there because a lot of times when the conversation come up about Matt Ryan, some kind of way he get mentioned in there. You better stop opening that door, man, before you get sick. And just, you better have something on. I know you check for it. Y'all gonna get sick. Um, they gonna for, they gonna forever be connected. They uh uh they gonna forever be connected. But I don't want to put too much into that goddamn Super Bowl and all the negativity. That's so. But the reality of it is gonna come up. Whenever when it comes time for him, I think he got like 2 more years before he can be eligible, or 3 more years before he can be eligible for his first ballot. That's gonna come up. That Super Bowl gonna come up. But you know, oh Lord, I'm trying to see y'all. Yeah, yeah. Old Truth ain't got the best eyes. Okay, like Corey said something about. Okay, yeah. I don't want to go too much into that game because I don't want to take away that we talking about Matt. But let me go into that game. I'm about to lay it out for y'all how I really feel about that game. But first of all, um, it was just too much shit. I'm truth about to go into storytelling mode, so sometimes I get into storytelling mode. But let me tell y'all something. We was fucking doomed before. In my opinion, we was doomed before kickoff because I'm a person that I believe in. I'm a vibe type person, and if I get a bad vibe on something, it used to be I hit it. I got a bad vibe on that Super Bowl the minute goddamn Kyle Shanahan lost that fucking playbook. Now we finna talk about it. I never trusted that motherfucker anyway. I had a problem with him when he. I had a problem with him his first year here when he was so fucking petty that because he got so in his feelings about Roddy White bitching for the ball, when all he had to do was tell Roddy White, hey, look here, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm the OC. I'm gonna get everybody the ball. How I need to get it to him. He gonna get in his feelings and throw Roddy's way about 8, 9 times to start the game. Or somewhere in that game. That shit was crazy as fuck. So I had an issue with him off the rip. Along with he's a Shanahan. I thought his daddy was a piece of shit on how he undercut Dan Reeves in Denver. So I already had my thoughts on the Shanahan name any old way. But after he lost that playbook, I had a bad feeling. And then, of course, what happened in the game happened in the game. So, because a lot of people be like, man, why you be on Shanahan that hard? Because I really believe, and you might say I'm crazy. I really believe he was bought. I believe he was bought because if you look at the circumstances that took place from when he lost the playbook all the way until about a week after the Super Bowl, The shit's just Monday night. He lost the media day, which is Monday, the week of the Super Bowl. He lost the fucking his iPad. Hold on, he lost the iPad. And had a game plan, offensive game plan to the Super Bowl on it. It mysteriously came up missing for about 45 minutes to an hour, and it was returned to him by somebody who worked for a news group or some newspaper in San Francisco. Mind you, the next day he's supposed to take the job as the San Francisco 49ers head coach. Okay, all right, y'all stay right there. Y'all stay right there. Then what happens in the Super Bowl happens in the Super Bowl. You know, the shit that went on the headset, you know, him and Devontae Freeman arguing on the headset. The shit that happened on the headset on 2nd and 12 from the 24-yard line. You know, how an original run play that was called was changed. I ain't gonna say audible, was changed on the headset by him. And the rest is history on that Super Bowl. So shortly after he taken over the job as the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, they popped the deal for Jimmy Garoppolo. Excuse me, the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots. No, excuse me. San Francisco got a deal with the New England Patriots. Excuse me. Excuse me. Got a little twisted in my story for Jimmy Garoppolo, the backup quarterback for the New England Patriots. Alex Mack, Shanahan starting center, played the entire game on a broken leg. How many of y'all knew that? After Shanahan cuts the deal with Jimmy to get Jimmy Garoppolo, they immediately make him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. Meanwhile, Matt Ryan allegedly, supposedly, Matt Ryan was getting so much heat from the fans, he had demanded a trade. Allegedly, supposedly. I want y'all tying shit to my name. Allegedly, supposedly. He demanded a trade. Now a whole bunch of scrambling had to go to his house. Thomas Dimitrov, Dumb Dan Quinn, Rich McKay, Arthur Blank. When they came out of his house, he became the highest paid player in NFL history. Now he can take all the blame as the highest paid player in NFL history of the Super Bowl and not demand to be traded. Back to Matt Ryan being first ballot Hall of Famer. The shit that he had to go through here. Be- this, damn it. The shit he had to go through here, being a quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, makes him 10 times the man that he already is. He had to be the guy to follow a person that's adored that is adored in this city by Atlanta fans, black and white. A lot of white. There's a lot of white folk love Big Two now. So we're gonna just put it on the black folk. For most of the black folk, he had to follow that act. And he called him a lot of fans was fucked up towards Vic. I mean, towards Matt Ryan, real fucked up toward him, arguing with his wife on Twitter and all that, and all on Instagram or whatever, the, arguing with his wife on social media. I'm gonna say social media, saying all kind of fucked up racial shit. I'm just talking about shit that I've heard. Talking about his kids, but folks weren't allowed to be a call. But if you call them a hater, now that's the perfect time to use the word hater. And I don't like using that word that much. But for those who use the word hater, they gave they they gave us a name. Remember the Ryanites? Remember that? Y'all remember that fuck shit? The Ryanites. I see y'all chopping it up. I ain't ignoring y'all. I can barely. Truthful eyes want to. Okay, yeah, the NFL. No, the NFL. I'll get back to that game. Folks real fucked up toward that man. That man, they got four coordinators paid. Like a bullshit. Yeah, Malarkey. Malarkey wound up getting two head coaching jobs and came back to be the tight ends coach. Then he had Cutter. Cutter left. Well, didn't Cutter go to college? Did he coach at college for a minute? Then he wound up getting a head coaching job. Then he came back to be his coordinator again. That sucker should have had. Look at where he at. Oh, my bad. Steve Sarkeesian. My bad. Steve Sarkeesian. Yeah, that same Steve Sarkeesian, who the head coach of the University of Texas. As a footnote, his quarterback coach was Mike LaFleur, the Super Bowl year. How about that? Mike McDonald, the quarterback, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. He was an offensive assistant on that Super Bowl staff. Oh yeah, by the way, Raheem Morris was on that staff, and of course Dan Quinn. Of course, Dan Quinn was the head coach. Tenth in victories, 10th in touchdowns. I think. Ninth or 10th in touchdowns. Ninth in passing yard. Fourth all time. fourth and fourth quarter comebacks, along with the fuck shit that he had to put up here in the city, along with being the first fucking pass he threw was for a touchdown. The first pass he fucking threw was for a touchdown. The first time we went to back-to-back playoffs, he was our goddamn quarterback. He gets criticized for, for going to the playoffs only 6 times in his 14 years, but but as an organization, before Matt Ryan got here, but we hadn't been to the playoffs since he left. I can tell you the times the Falcons went to the playoffs. See, he got criticized for doing it 6 times in 14 years. We came in 66. This team is 59 years old. They complain that he only went 6 times uh, in 14 years. So let's talk about the other 45 years. The other 45 years, you went to the playoffs in 1980. That's one. 1982. That's two. 1985 strike short season. That's three. 1991. That's four. 1995. That's five. 1998. That's six. 2000 2002 or one or two. 2002. That's seven. 2004. That's eight. We had eight playoff appearances in 45 years before Matt Ryan, before and now after Matt Ryan. Eight playoff appearances in 40 years, and he gets criticized because he did it only 6 times in 14 years. Threw his first pass to be a touchdown. Offensive rookie of the year. Offensive player of the year. 10 trails of 4,000 better yards. 10th in victories. Ninth in touchdowns and passing yards. Fourth all time victory. Matt Ryan is undoubtedly a first ballot Hall of Fame. I'll repeat it again. First pass on the touchdown. Offensive player of the year. Most valuable player. 10 straight years of 4,000 yards. 10th all time in victory. Ninth all time in touchdown and passing yards. Fourth all time and come from behind victory. That's the first ballot. Those are those are the facts. See, a lot of Falcon fans. There's a lot of Falcon fans that are pro Matt Ryan fans, not anti. Didn't know all that what I just said. And guess what? A lot of that shit that I said, you can't refute. If you can't refute it by saying empty stats. No way you can say empty stats when he's 10th all time in victories. No way you can say empty stats when he's fourth all time and come from behind victories. No way. Look here, man. I just wanted to just chop it up with y'all for a few ticks. I wasn't gonna hold y'all up. I just wanted that's just something. Hey, y'all continue to talk about it. Make sure y'all hit the buttons, man. Make sure y'all hit my channel. True for the two sports and entertainment. We gonna make sure we always seek and speak. Amen. The truth, whole truth, never true man. Make sure y'all catch all the other shows that's coming on. The heavy hitters doing their thing. Make sure y'all catch Mr. White, OG Big Sam. I'll be back Thursday night with the Suits World of Wrestling. We're gonna talk about the mystery attacker, John Cena, tribute to John Cena, uh, and Triple H falling out of favor with the fans. But again, peace, hair grease, Marvin Cease. We out, baby.